Hey, my loves, it's Kaylin Rose, and I'm finally back with a couple verses of the day. So, I am sorry, I've been gone for like 4 days. The attacks on the spirit have been heavy, like nothing I ever seen before. But God brought me back with some really good news for His chosen people. So, this is perfect timing because after you've just been having a weary and exhausting week, who doesn't want something to look forward to? So today's verses are coming out of Isaiah 65, verses 21 through 24. And it says, "They will build houses and dwell in them. They will plant vineyards and eat their fruit. No longer will they build houses and others live in them, or plant and others eat. For as the days of a tree, so will be the days of my people. My chosen ones will long enjoy the work of their hands. They will not labor in vain, nor will they bear children doomed to misfortune. For they will be a people blessed by the Lord, they and their descendants with them. Before they call, I will answer. And while they are still speaking, I will hear." So, oh my God, I love these verses. God just really spoke to me just now before going to the gym. So I'm going to break down a lot of these verses because you need to know what God has in store for you. This is coming soon, because if anything's been happening in my life quickly and fastly, then that means it's going to be the same for you. So God says, you will build a house and dwell there. You will plant vineyards and eat them. That literally means like whatever you're building, you may be building your business. You may be building yourself back. You may be building your, revamping your apartment, your room. You may be revamping anything in your life, and you will dwell there. That's going to be your safe place. You're going to be protected. You might even be buying a house. So whatever you are building right now, God will be there and He will dwell there with you. So you will have a spacious place to dwell and be joyful. And so if you're planting something, there's a difference between building and planting. If you're planting seeds of love, faith, loyalty, if you're just planting prosperity, if you're sowing things into people, such as just help, kindness, generosity, whatever you're planting in this season, you will eat that. That means you will receive whatever you've been given out, because that's the law of reciprocation, whatever you want to say. But God believes in that. So if you've been sowing love, you're about to reap love. If you've been sowing generosity, you're about to reap generosity into your life. You will eat everything you've planted. If you planted words of hope and encouragement, you will receive that and eat on that from other people or your spouse, your family, whatever the case may be. You will eat on that, whatever you build or plant in this season. God says, and pretty soon, in its due time, you will eat. You will eat. And so next, God says, no longer will you build for other people. So what does this mean? If you've been working hard, tirelessly for other people, or maybe you've been serving your friendships better than you serve yourself. Maybe you've been serving your relationship or husband better than you serve yourself. Oh my gosh, who can relate? This is to my people-pleasing people. If you've been going out your way for everybody else, God says it's now time that you about to eat. I don't care if you got to take a year or more to focus on yourself. It ain't selfish. They used to sucking you up dry. See, what the book I was reading spoke about how that we cannot just keep feeding people. We have to get poured back into, or else we're just feeling drained. You can't just keep being friends with people or even family members that just only take for you. They never pouring back into you. What is pouring back into you? Are you the only one encouraging them? Are you the only one inspiring them? Are you the only one trying to help them? Are you the only one giving them money? Are you the only one pouring into them, are they ever sewing that back? Are they ever giving you words of encouragement? Are they ever trying to take you out to eat? Are they ever trying to inspire you to dream big? Are they ever helping you to get to your next level or want you to go back to school? Are they doing anything? Or are they just there to see what you can do for them? God's saying it's none of that. No longer will you plan for that business owner. You're going to be your own business owner. You're going to plan for yourself. You're going to work for yourself. You're not going back to working for nobody. God says it's over. You will no longer do for others. You're going to do for yourself and create your own world that involves God in it. You don't got to fight for nobody because God is going to bring people to you. And so, God was speaking just now. And so he says, whereas the days of a tree, so will be the days of my people. And so a tree can live up to over 600 years. So God is saying, you shall live and you shall not die. Even in our darkest seasons or exhausting moments, we still can hold on to hope that we have a long life to live. Like those plans that God said to Jeremiah, the plans to prosper us and give us a future. Oh, we will live, surely. Even if it feels like we're dying, we still have a future to look forward to because we have God on our sides. And so the work we're doing right now is not in vain. We are not working just to work or for nothing. This is all a part of God's plan to set us up for our future and on a solid foundation where we will forever dwell, and nothing can sweep us off of our feet. And so we will be blessed, so blessed that our children do not have to look forward to not having enough. God says our children will not be doomed to misfortune. We will have fortunate children. They won't have to want for nothing. And so we will be called blessed, a blessed people by the Lord. Our descendants, our children's children will not have to want for nothing. That's God is basically saying he's promising us generational wealth when we labor for him. And so the last part is the best part to me, is when God says, before they call, I will answer. While they're still speaking, I will hear. I can attest to this week because through the midst of the most painful 4 days spiritually and mentally, it's just been exhausting. I can't even say why. It just has been. In the midst of that, I was getting attacked. So I had got a class pass, a free trial, and they had charged me like this $80. And I was like, what the? And so my bank was like, oh, they have to literally give you the money back. We can't do anything. So I hurried up and emailed them. And normally with people that you got to email, I wasn't expecting to hear back from them or just anything. But I prayed on it because I'm like, God, please get these people to give me my money back. Like, what the heck? Lord, help us. And so it's like, I don't even think it took a day or two. ClassPass never even emailed me back, but it's like I just looked up and checked my bank account and the money was back there. God says, before you even finish getting your prayer out, it's already been answered. As soon as you call him, he will hear you. And I say that as well because I wanted to this influencer, this Christian-based influencer, I had already prayed to God, like, oh, if it's in your will for me to go to this summit, this conference, God, you can make a way out of no way. And so even though I did not get the tickets, it was the fact that God heard my prayer, because my boyfriend told me, like, I was about to get you these tickets to so-and-so to attend the conference and we go together. I'm like, what? Like, y'all, I never told him about this influencer or even told him that I wanted tickets to that. Like, I never said anything. So the fact he brought that up out of nowhere, I was like, God really be hearing prayers. Like, what the? I was like, God, so this is, I say this to say, like, you don't know how soon God will answer your prayers. You don't know who he will use to answer your prayers. So if you just have the faith to believe it, that's just the all for me. Like, I have the faith to believe that I would go there if God wants me to. And the fact that he would say, like, that's what he was about to do just blew my mind. But of course, I thank God that he didn't buy the tickets yet, because then something came up. So I still know that if it's God's will, I'll go. But at the end of the day, it was still the fact that God was letting me know that he hears my request. So I could still request whatever I want, and it will be answered through one person or another. You don't know who's going to answer your prayer. So continue to dream big and ask God for what you want this season, and continue to build, because you're not laboring in pain for that business. You're not laboring in vain for anything, for that ministry, for that YouTube channel, for that TikTok account. God is saying that in this season, nothing you're doing will go unnoticed. You will eat. So I love you guys, and I hope you guys have a blessed day.